hello everybody. Right, so it's been a while since we've been back with the NGR guys. I'm just getting everything set up. Sorry, this is the most rushed stream in the history of streams in ever. Burnfire, hello. I've literally just walked home from work and pressed share without even doing anything. Let's get that going. So I'm not looking at chat just yet. I'll get on track in a second and then we'll go through all the bits and bobs. What's that? Let me just get one last next gen, one last advert up. Now live for round 1 of the NGR VW Cup. I spelled live wrong because I'm an idiot. That'll do. Right, okay, hello everybody, welcome. Keely, welcome back to Next Gen Racing's spec series racing of the VWs. So this is all about these wonderful little Sirocco cars that we've got. Yeah, my keyboard works wunderbar. So anyone that's tuned into this before will know a lot of the drivers in here. Shadow Stalker you'll all know, KZ2 Haas you'll all know, Lightblade you'll all know, Burnt Fly you'll all know him. A couple of new drivers that I'll introduce you to once we go through it. So the guys are just setting qualifying laps now. The qualifying's got about 8 minutes to run, so I'll go through lap times in a minute once I've done this. You will all know Deleuze. Didn't race all last season, but was pretty much there or thereabouts whenever he did. Mad Marshall you'll know as well, he's just about to come and set his qualifying time. Deleuze puts in 3rd, Mad Marshall's in 6th. So we have got a couple of new drivers. So JPH99 you'll know from last season. Let me go through the new guys once everyone's set a qualifying time, because things will stop popping around as much once that happens. Okay, new drivers then. So TP86 Racing Tom, Canadian driver, new to the league, but I think he's done a few things before. 1 second, my daughter's shouting at me, I've let her stay up. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, she's decided she wants something to eat because I'm letting her stay up right now. Yeah, TP86 Racing's new to the league. MRC Bobby, some 18-foot tall alien. He's joining us tonight as well. Hunty the Punty, if you watched the minis last season as we catch him going off, he is new to this league as well, so he's giving it a smash. Who else have we got? Harry 1186, don't know anything about this guy, so we'll see him as he goes through. Slow Seamus, I know him from the Mature Racing Club GTTCC series. Not a bad lad, he's just playing a decent time too. Louis 32, and if you are watching this, mate, let me know how to pronounce that username. No idea. Sir Bertus, I've just seen there, he's new as well, so there's quite a few of these guys that I literally don't know anything about them. Hunty Lipunty, how are you doing, mate? Nice to see you shared me over on your Discord as well, appreciate that. Andre, hello. John Green, evening, mate, why are you not here? JPH9, I'm alright, mate, I've just been, it's been rushed as anything this evening. Literally finished work at 7:30, picked my daughter up, I'm letting her stay up. It's only a 20-minute race, it doesn't really matter. Should have been up anyway. So she currently thinks it's Christmas because I'm letting her stay away. Right, and Geno90, I wonder who you are. You're at work, Andre. Well, you know what? You're earning money and watching me at the same time. What could be better? Right, we're best do some commentary, aren't we? So, Lightblade's currently chucked in at the best time. We're of course at Brands Hatch Indy. So what am I doing? I want to jump on board Lightblade and give you a little bit of a So the track guide, we'll just see if we can get... Yeah, we're inside Lightblade 2K18 as he rounds Clark or McLaren, one of those two. So he's going to be getting a little bit of slipstream from KZ2 up ahead. Now, turn 1 in a front wheel drive is not a fun place to be, because all your weight's at the front and it wants to push you out wide. He's probably just going a little bit wide for this one. You really want to be clipping that inside apex. And then you're looking for the bridge and the shadow, braking all the way down, probably to second gear. He's in third here for some reason. Probably to limit wheel spin. Either way, makes a nice exit from the corner. Graham Hill missed the apex again there a little bit. His lap is a little bit scruffy so far. I'm just wondering whether he's getting a little bit dirty air from KZ2 Haas up ahead. Through the McLaren and Clark complex. You want a really wide entry into here just so you can get on the power as early as possible. KZ2 has to do that, and you can see the benefit that this has got. Lightblade's just going to absolutely fly up. I don't know if this is going to be a improved time. I struggle to think it will be. No, he's 9/10 down. So sorry Lightblade, we did join you in a bit of a poor lap. Times flying in all over the place now. Burnt Fry with a 46 dead. Pretty consistent lap times from Burnt Fry there. I think he has been smashing the practice in, and he knows these cars almost as well as anyone. Of course, when he did race last season, he was always up there. Last season's championship, Fraser isn't racing this season. I think he's giving his PS4 away. He's concentrating on other things right now, so we won't see him back this season. So it will open up the door for a new champion. The Les is someone that is very, very much likely to be in contention for that championship if he can make all the races. He has in past seasons just been used as a filler because he can't make all the races, but he's competitive as he sticks in the 45.9, which is literally 0.06 of a second off pole. So he's typically been there or thereabouts. That does knock Burnt Fry down. Hunty the Punt is giving a great account of himself so far. He is just 2/10 off pole. With 3 minutes to go, he's getting a little bit slipstream, but potentially being held up by Laurie 32. Let's watch him across the line and just see. Hunty will potentially have a pretty big following in the comments. He's got his own YouTube channel, go and check it out. There we go, lovely stuff. Not a bad lap from Hunty. MRC Bobby. He's typically quite a fast car, but I don't think he's driven a front wheel drive. I'm just trying to think if he drives a front wheel drive car in any of the leagues that I race with him on, and I don't think he does, so he might be struggling to get to see this. Great to see a full lobby. Yeah mate, it is. There's Laurie 32, he's sideways. He's doing the right thing, just waiting there and waiting for people to go past. I do like the initial delivery on that Sirocco, Bobby. I've got to give you a shout out for that, mate, because that's artistic as out. Love it. Slow Seamus doesn't always live up to the name. He's actually not a bad pace guy in the lovely liveried monster Sirocco. Currently in 6th. That lap time will have been compromised a little bit. TP86 Racing, quite new to the league, as we noticed. He's actually putting in a personal best time 2/10 higher, so this is set to make him jump Bobby as well. So if he gets a good exit out of Clark, he can potentially lump himself a few more places up the grid. From 7th to 4th, lovely lap time there by TP86. Just nudges Hunty the Punty down onto the 3rd row of the grid. Shadow Stoker doing really well. Shadow Stoker at the minute, 5/6 off. Nice driving from Shadow Stoker so far with a minute and a half left. JPX99's just set a decent time as well. That puts him in 9th. Harry 1186, new driver to the league, so we're going to see how he gets on. So far 46.5 for him. Brands Indy, there's not going to be a lot between the lap times here, and it will produce us some very close racing. KZ2 Haas 46.7 for KZ2 so far, so again he's got just under a second off the pace. Danzo, who I race in the GT3 League, good driver is Danzo. Probably struggling to get hold of the Siroccos at the minute, it's fair to say. They're not easy to drive. Mad Marshall, we'll come back to him later. Not happy with Mad Marshall. Laurie 32, 1.6 seconds off the pace with 47.4 at the minute. Brand new driver to the league, so you can't really take too much away from this first. It gets well out of the way there. I think someone was on a fast lap behind him and he just wanted to dive out the way. Yeah, you can't read too much into the first race because not everyone's found the groove yet. And the last driver to cover is Sir Bertus. Is he from Deutschland? Not Deutschland, he's from Holland? He's from the Netherlands? He's 1.9 seconds off the pace at the minute. He has got some work to do if he wants to get himself up there, but he's 2.6 tenths. Yeah, a few tenths up on his personal best. So we'll just give Subertus some coverage. Qualifying is over now, so currently Lightblade with a 45.8 is on pole. He's 4 tenths up on his best lap time, so if he does nail McLaren, he could jump himself up a few places on the grid. Come on, Subertus. 47.8 to beat 47.4 is that job, but it's not enough just by 100th of a second. So Lightblade secures pole to the Les in second, who did pit Bertfry. TP86 Racing, Hunty the Punty, MRC Bobby and Slow Seamus 7th, so 6th and 7th. JPX 99 in 8th, Shadow Stalker in 9th, and Harry in 10th. So that's qualifying over, ladies and gentlemen. Really tight in qualifying. Not a lot between any of these guys. Yeah, Fraser's not racing this season, John. He's all about that iRacing life right now. Cliche, how are you doing, my friend? So that qualifying, wow, look at that. There's literally nothing between any of these guys. So what we're going to have now, ladies and gentlemen, is 20 minutes of spec series racing. What I mean by spec series, all the cars have the same power, the same weight, and they can't tune them. So everyone gets away nice and cleanly. It does look like a couple of the guys did bog down. TP86 looked to have bogged down there. I've got my finger over the replay market and we'll flick through some of the drivers as they go through. Slow Seamus and TP86 did look to have made contact though. Seamus is doing the right thing and just waiting up for him. Let's flip back to the front. We have replay marked that and we can go back to that and have a look at it. So it's currently Lightblade to Burntfry. Burntfry did beat the Les off the line, all got him into one. There's a little bit of wideness there. Hunty the Punty is cutting the grass. Hunty the Punty and MRC Bobby currently battling out for 4th. JPX99 has made his way up to 7th in the Boy Transport liveried Sirocco. He's going to get the better of Shadow Stalker coming out of McLaren as well. Harry 1186 in 9th, from Danzo in 10th at the minute. It's tight all over the place. Just caught MRC Bobby on the map then, going for a move, is he? No, it's the Les and Burntfry that I'm looking at, my bad. He's frantic, it is currently, he's frantic, he's all over the shop. There's a Shadow Stock at the minute, currently he's being harried down the field. But if we go on board with one of the races, he's on board with Danzo at the minute. He's looking at the back of Harry 1186, but Shadow Stalker as well is in that fight. But even, I mean, we'll flick to the back in just a second, literally. This is TP86. Look at how tight, look at how close this all is. Lowy 32's gone wide at Clark. That's got to be a free place for TP86. He's going to be working his way up the grid. Subertus is off. We saw there. Let's flick up the grid a little bit. Is there anyone making any moves? No, currently not. Currently, it's relatively clear. Oh, here we go. Look, Danzo and Harry 1186 having a little bit of a battle. Slow Seamus is on the attack. While we're doing that, let's go and have a look at that earlier incident involving Slow Seamus. So this is Seamus off the line, then got himself a good start. Bobby bogged down a little bit. We're looking at TP86, who's currently on the left, by the way. I think, yeah, just a case of Slow Seamus just a little bit too late on the brakes. Couldn't do anything to avoid that once he committed to his line. But he did the right thing, which is just waiting up. Incidents, of course, will happen. But as long as you're fair and respectful to the other drivers, then that is fine. So we'll just jump on board with MRC Bobby, who's got a great view of Burntfry and Lightblade kicking the teeth out of each other here. Lightblade's lost out somewhere along the line. It's going to be too late to go back and have a look at what's happened there. Dark Smoker GT Sport, how you doing? Is it not the P1 Megans tonight, mate? If it is, let me know. and I'll shout you out on the channel so I can get some views over to you, mate, because this will be all wrapped up in 15 minutes time. So currently the Les and Burnt Fry having a little bit of a battle. Let's have a look and see how this is going on. Is Burnt Fry going to dare make a move down the insides? And loads of space given between these two. So Burnt Fry has got the inside line. Is he going to get that move done? He is, but he goes too late on the brakes, and the Les is going to go for a lovely little cutback move. Burnt Fry though sticking his nose in still, and going to get that move done on Graham Hill Bend, making the most of track limits there. Lovely racing between these two. Let's go and have another look at that. So yeah, let's go on with Burnt Fry. So he's braking as late as he possibly can, but he just does get it too late. Fortunately, he can get on the power nice and easy and has a curb runoff area, and he was able to get the move done. Lovely, lovely, lovely driving. The Les, however, has got back past him. He's getting really frantic at the front now. Lightblade getting back involved in this. Is Lightblade going to get both of them on Druids? Is he? No, I think the Les is just about going to hold him off. Burnt Fry is just going to find some space on the outside. He's not going to be able to make a move happen there. A little bit of a door bang. I think I have replay marked that. We can go back and have a look at it. But that's Burnt Fry pretty much out of this battle for first. I wasn't paying attention to any contact. I didn't see it. To me, it looked like he got his tyres on the grass, to be brutally honest with you, but I wasn't watching for that. So Burnt Fry in ninth for the minute, just had a slow Seamus. Heavy 1186 and TP86 Racing having a nice little battle for 11th. TP86, don't forget, was involved in a little bit of contact at T1, so he'll be fighting his way back through the field. We know he's got pace, but these Siroccos are all the same power and weight, so you generally just have to be a better driver to get past someone here. You can't do it on car ability. Mad Marshall having a good little representation of himself. He's 13th at this minute in time. Mad Marshall in a GT3s did crash into me last night, but all is forgiven, mate. He did apologise. I'm only having him on. Sir Burtis currently is occupying the back of the grid, but he did have that little off earlier on. Let's get back to the fight first. So MRC Bobby's really got himself in this fight. I mean, granted, there's a little bit of fortune gone on there, because and what's happened to the Les? The Les is right the way back in 5th. It answers on a postcard as to why the Les is down in 5th, but currently the battle for first is Lightblade, Bobby and Hunty the Punty. Lovely stuff. So don't forget, I'm only streaming for another 15 minutes or so. Once I am done, please head over to Dark Smoker GT Sport and he'll give you live coverage. Live coverage of another race that I'll give him some info on in just a second. Sorry about that, the daughter came in again as we see Bobby was going for a move on Lightblade. So as I was saying, Dark Smoker does commentary as well as me, so if you've not subscribed to him already, please go and do so. Dark Smoker GT Sport, he will be live at 9 o'clock from Alsace Village with the P1 boys, as they I think they're having sort of like a spec series as well, but they're taking the Renault Megane trophies. So if you like this sort of racing, head over, check him out. 9 o'clock live on Dark Smoker's channel. Right, let's get back to the action. I feel like I'm ignoring the guys at the back. I will have a flick through in just a second, but this could kick off at any minute. Let's have a look on board Bobby. So Lightblade's forced to go defensive. Bob's going to go for the cutback. He's going to go for the late apex. Lightblade's just about going to cover that off. And he's going to keep his position. Now there's 12 and a bit minutes to go yet, so this all could change. Yeah, Bobby's going to have a little bit of a pop at him. He's going to get him on the inside of Clark. Was that Lightblade just going wide? I don't know if it was. There's not a lot between these guys. I think Bobby's going to have the inside for turn 1 now. Hunty the Punty is just being an optimist and waiting for these guys to knock each other off so he can assume the lead. Lightblade though just about keeps it. Bobby's going to have a go into Druids surely. Lightblade's semi-defensive going into there. Bobby doesn't do it. Druids is about the best overtaking opportunity you're going to get on this track, but you can make moves happen elsewhere if other people make mistakes. Right, let's have a flick through the grid, at the risk of missing something up ahead. So JPX99, brilliant race on JPX99 so far, fought his way up to 4th. The Les, I must have had an off somewhere. In fact, what I'm going to do is just... yeah, he's had a 51-second lap on lap 7, so he's had an off somewhere, hasn't he? Burnt right after that issue earlier on, which I've still got on the replay marker. We'll go and have a look at that in just... In fact, let's do it now. Since we're on board with him, so we're on board with Burnt Fry. This is ages ago. This now. So we're watching Burnt Fry. We're gonna look for any contact, see if he gets it on. So I did hear a little bit of contact, but the spin was caused by his wheels going on the grass. But I'm sure if Burnt Fry did take umbrage to that, he will report that one into the steward. KZ2 Hasser is in 7th position currently, doing a good account of himself as well. Shadow Stalker, ever impressed with him, he's working his way up in 8th. Currently he's 3.4 seconds off the guys up ahead, so he's just got a lot of defending to do. Danzo fully on attack mode. Him and Slow Seamus do need to start working together in order to work up to the guys up ahead. Slow Seamus and TP86 Racing have been involved in a little bit of a battle throughout this entire race, which was just about at the halfway point. Harry just about hanging on to the back of those guys, 1.9 seconds back. Mad Marshall 13th currently, but safe from the guys behind. Right then, let's catch up with this. Joanna, how you doing, mate? See you soon, Dark Smoker, mate. Right then, so one guy that's going to have a really good view of all this is Hunty the Punty. So things seem to have settled a little bit, so gaps have opened up slightly. I think Bobby now is just biding his time. So what you'll tend to find in these little short sprint races is the first few minutes are really frantic and the last few minutes are really frantic. You'll have little battles here and there between it, but most of these guys do this quite a lot. The racecraft is typically very good, and they will typically just wait for their opportunities and probably not force the issue too much. And one thing you'll find with Next Gen Racing, MRC, P1, SimFX, all them lot is the racing's really clean. So you won't get anyone barging at anyone off track on purpose. It will of course happen accidentally, but it does in real life. So you know it's about as real as you're going to get. So just watching Bobby now. Bobby is on attack mode against Lightblade. Lightblade does the right thing, goes defensive. Bobby again dives to the inside to get the cutback done, but Lightblade does a great job of covering it off. Lightblade was subject to one of the best races I've seen in this league. I want to say it was Goodwood, but I might be wrong. In which he pretty much held off Fraser for the entirety of the race. So if anyone can defend and fight for a place, it is Lightblade. As I say that, commentator's curse, Bobby sneaks through on the inside of Clark, but Lightblade will come straight back at him. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. Can't count out the Les. You can't. Fastest lap so far, but he's got work to do, mate. The Les is a few seconds back at the minute. There he is, look, just coming down turn 1 now. So yeah, I'll agree with you, mate. You can never count him out, but he's got a lot of work to do in 8 minutes. See, Lightblade is fighting for that position back. He wants to keep Bob under pressure. Meanwhile, Hunter the Punty just stalking like a vulture, just waiting for these guys to jump off or have an issue. We just see a back marker getting out of the way there. I think I probably saw these boys coming through and thought, no, I want nothing to do with any of that. John Green between Lightblade and the Les. Interesting. The only interlude I'd say into that, was Lightblade just, I think, accidentally Bobby managed to get it stopped in time. Thank God for that. I think Lightblade's back, so I think he needs new pants, to be fair. But credit he gives him a little bit of a flash to say sorry, that won't happen from time to time. Yeah, the only thing I'd say ever against the Les taking the title is he doesn't make every race. You might know more than me on this. Fraser, I missed this, mate. You need to sort it out and get back racing. I know you're all about your iRacing life at the minute, but you need to get back on this. So Burnfire's trying to ascend through the field, but JPH won't let him have that one easily. Let's go on board with JPH and just look back. So congrats to all the guys that are wanting the CJW Racing logo on their cars. I do appreciate it. And you get extra commentators points for doing that. What they get you, I don't know. But Burnfire piling the pressure on JPH 99 currently, but JPH defending really well, just putting the car in the right places. He probably knows that there is, with Fraser gone, there's a potential for all of these guys to score really well. Burnfire flashing the lights. Burnfire, that's a dick move, mate. Don't do that. No one likes a flasher, mate. Has no one told you that? JPH is forced to go defensive at the minute, but we'll flick through and see what else is happening. Cater 2 all on his own at the minute, probably getting a little bit bored, but look at that consistency, 46.7 pretty much the entirety. TP86 Racing has managed to get past Slow Seamus and Shadow Stalker, so he's now up into 8th. So a good recovery from TP86. I've got to give him credit for that. It's his first race. He was involved in contact on turn 1, lap 1, and he's been recovering for the last 15 minutes from pretty much stone dead last in a car he's not used to driving. Same for Slow Seamus, to be fair, he's made a really good account of himself. Shadow Stalker DBS yet again is putting in a good word for himself as well, and all the new drivers are given a decent account of himself as well. Suburtus, to be fair, I think he spent most of this races wanting to get out of the way of people. Fair enough, you don't need to do that, mate. If they're fast enough, they'll get past you. Although, credit to you for getting out of the way. Right then, let's see what's cracking off at the top. Not a lot. Hunt is coming under pressure from the Les though. Can the Les score a podium? He's statistically the fastest man on the track at the minute. And as John Green said, if he can make every race this season, he's got to be one of the favourites to take the title. He's forcing Hunty to go defensive. Hunty's playing the smart game and just keeping that car parked on the apex. We were watching JPH and Burnfry still fighting away in the background though. I will keep tabs on those positions potentially changing. Haven't got PS4 anymore. Gave it to my brother. Get your brother to sign up then. Get your brother on it. I'm assuming he's a sim racer if he's the same as you. Hunt is holding out, but he's got to hold out for another couple of laps yet. There's plenty of opportunities. Oh, let's have a look what's going off in the background here. JPH and Burnfry still side by side. Burnfry's going to be sent the long way around. Is he going to go for the cutback to get the move made at Druids? JPH is just going to cover that off. If Burnfry wants his position, he's going to have to go the long way around. I think the Les has finally managed to get past Hunty the Punty. I think he got that move made at Druids, but I've replay marked it and we can go and have another look back now. So the Les, just on board with the Les currently, takes it really wide and just sticks it on the outside. That's a great move. That's a outside, yeah, that's a great move that is by the Les. I'm loving that. Bobby and Lightblade still fighting, 2 attempts between those. JPH and Burnfry still fighting. He better than you. He's only 10. Yeah, mate, so what? It doesn't matter, does it? Let's have a flick through the guys, see if there's any battles going on. Slow Seamus and TP86 Racing having a little bit of a battle as well. A couple of attempts between them. I'm not too sure if anything specific is kicking off for those two just yet. We'll come back to it and see if there is. Everyone else is pretty evenly spaced out. So at the minute, the interesting fights are for 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and 5th and 6th. They're all in their own respective little battles. Lightblade has got back past Bobby. He saw earlier. So is Bobby now with 2 minutes left on the clock going to be able to mount an attack? He goes for a late switch back, but Lightblade was wise to it. Unfortunately, Lightblade's watching Bobby too much and has gone wide, but fortunately Bobby did the same sort of thing. Lightblade up to P1, yeah, I think he made that. I can't, well, I didn't see where he made that move. Bobby's times are fine, so I don't think it was a mistake that made that happen. Bobby is all over him like a rash. Is he going to get that move done? He's just about got his bumper in front. Lightblade just cuts that off. There is literally 2 laps remaining on this. I think the Les and Hunted the Punty battle has simmered down. JPH99 and Burnt Fry are still relatively close. Look at him. But JPH is just absolutely holding him off. I wish I could watch this more, boys. I really could. But first and second are having a right ding dong as well. It's your battle and theirs that I'm really watching for the end of this race, because I know you will re-watch it and potentially whinge at me that I'm not covering this off as well as I should do. I am sorry. We've literally got 45 seconds left, so the way it works in GT Sport is the second the timer runs out, you're on your final lap. The next time you cross the start finish line, you're done. So everyone are making it back round for another go. This is now last lap, they're not going to make it back round again. So this is going to be Bobby's last chance really to make a move happen at Druids. I don't think he's close enough. Lightblade is going to have to defend this one. He does. Burnfire is much closer, and JPX just about gets over in time and covers that off. Is Burnfire going to try and stick it around the outside? He tries, but JPX just about cuts him off. Looked like there was a little bit of contact there, but I think, yeah, Burnfire's weighted up. So Bobby back to first position. Not sure what happened there, but he lets Lightblade take it. So there must have been a little bit of contact. Meanwhile, JPX99 and Burnfire are going across the line side by side. 700ths of a second between these boys. Fantastic racing from them guys. Slow Seamus in 8th is just about going to hold off TP86 as they cross the line. Harry and Shadowstalker are going to round us out. Everyone else has crossed the line, so we will slam shut on this in just a second, and I'll give you a recount of where everyone finished. I don't know what happened at the end. I think there was a little bit of contact as Bobby went through on Lightblade. I think there was a little bit of a door bang. And Bobby, you could see him just pull off and brake, and just got out of the way and let Lightblade take the victory. So, yeah, you can't argue with that, to be fair. You see just a Sirocco just, what the F? What's going on? No idea. I love GT Sports, full of glitches. Let's have a look at the comments then, see what's going on. That race was absolutely stonking. JPX99, what a race, yeah, wow. Yeah, it was a proper race, that. So let's give you some recounts of where everyone finished up. So Lightblade took it. MRC Bobby, great account for Bobby on his debut race. We know he's a fast lad, so I was expecting him there or thereabouts if he didn't rage quit, of course. The Les, after a mistake somewhere and being off track and all that sort of stuff, put in the fastest lap of the race and finished third, so did grab himself a podium. Hunty the Punty, a great account for it in his debut race as well, so he got 4th. JPX99 in 5th after holding off a rampaging Burnt Fry. KZ2 Haas and Slow Seamus, pretty boring races for those guys. They didn't really get involved in too much. TP86 Racing had a good recovery. Harry 1186, Lorry 32, Danzo and Bertus made good accounts for themselves on opening night. It's a long season, boys. Don't get disheartened after night one. It's easy to, I know. Show up next week and I'm sure things will be different. Shadowstalker, DBS and Mad Marshall bringing it in 11th and 12th as well. So yeah, that is it pretty much for round 1. I haven't got access to everything that I normally need to tell me where next race is. So I literally don't. In fact, 1 minute, let me get on the group chat, and the group chat normally has a thingy on it that I'll look at. Here we go. So Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa. So that's the little one, basically. So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in same time next week for round 2 from Japan. Next activity on the channel, probably sometime at the weekend. I'll be uploading the GTTCC videos. I've not even done the races yet. Tomorrow. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Please pop yourself over to Dark Smoker now. He will be, well, in about 20 minutes he'll be streaming the P1 racing. So go and check that out. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for the drivers for racing, and I will see you all next time. Good night.